It's been often asked to me how I have such a positive mindset and how I end up alchemizing and turning things around, like in the worst cases where just one of the scenarios would take people out and have taken people out, and how I've been able to manage that. I'm going to share something with you that's the cliff note of the cliff note of the cliff note of the cliff note. I'm doing it time constraints here, so I just want to share something briefly. And I'm going to use the example of abandonment and wanting to feel safe and secure and part of a community, part of something greater than me, right? A few years ago, I was a student of shamanism, and I thought I found my tribe. And all I wanted, and this was from an unhealed place, was to feel a part of something, part of a group, to be loved and just accepted the way I was, right? And for some time, I thought that's what it was, not realizing that I was the butt of all the jokes, and I was put in very horrible situations or situations to embarrass me purposely all the time, and to recreate the trauma in my life. Now, these individuals, because of who they were in my life, knew about these traumas. They knew that I wanted to be part of a group, and how I've been isolated my entire life, no matter where I go, no matter what I've done. This isn't a victim mindset. This is exactly what it was. I always never felt a part of it, of something, no matter where I moved to, no matter where I was at. I was always the odd person out. And so I had this, even in my family as a child, like in the schools I moved to, it was just this thing deep inside me that I just wanted to belong somewhere. I just wanted to be loved and feel safe to be myself. And because these individuals knew that that was a weakness of mine, they took it to their advantage and purposely set things up to create more trauma. And the old me, because of my abandonment, would stick around. Even when people purposely made fun of me, even when people purposely tried to embarrass me in groups, I stuck around because of my own unhealed trauma. And as I healed and grew and stepped away from all groups, all people, cut everybody off, because that's what Spirit led me to do, because I was tired of the pain. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so what I started to question and look at is, what is it inside of me? What unhealed part of me needs to feel part of a group? Where do I need to feel home at? Why am I seeking things outside of myself to fulfill me? And that's what we've all been conditioned to do, in a sense, right? You know, whether it's material things, whether it's in people, whether it's in environments, cities, whatever, you know, we seek things outside of us to feel that, right? To feel whole, to feel like we belong, to feel like we are loved, to feel like we're a part of something greater and bigger. Sorry, there was a jogger. And so I had to ask myself those questions. And I went inward. I found connection with Spirit. Now this has taken, I should say, multiple years to do this. Because in the meantime, while I'm trying to heal, these individuals sent other people into my energy, trying to get back into my energy to keep recreating this cycle of trauma and these unhealed parts of me. And because they keep sending people and kept sending people, they still do, as if I don't see it a mile away now. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the insight. It kept recreating these same fucking cycles, and I noticed it. And so I started to look within and say, what is it inside me that needs to feel whole, without seeking outside of myself, which was very hard for me because I was conditioned to believe family was everything, and tribe and soul tribes, and, you know, being a part of a group, you had to be a part of a group to amount to something, or you needed people in groups to accomplish things, and all this bullshit that they feed you. That's usually what people feed you when they're trying to get something out of you, whether it's energy, time, money, whatever it is. And so I started to find that within myself. I found safety and security within myself, even though things were put into place to create fear inside of me. And I've done videos, so a lot of you have seen some of those moments when I was in complete, utter fear. There's people that I really don't talk to anymore that have seen me in those states of fear, of anxiety, where I couldn't move for hours. I'd be in a corner of my house. fear. And so through the years, I've learned how to love myself and not seek things outside of myself. I learned to have community with me, community with spirit, community with Mother Earth, community with fire, air, water, earth, community with the west, the north, the east, the south, bringing in all of the knowledge and downloads that I've been getting from spirit to show me how to love myself, how not to abandon myself. I recognize that my abandonment wound kept coming up because I always abandoned myself for other people, other things, places to be a part of. And once I stopped abandoning myself, my abandonment wound was healed. That's why it's easy for me to cut people off. That's why it's easy for me to walk away, because I recognize now that if you're not for my highest and greatest good, then there's not an area for you in my life. There can't be. And it's no shade, but this is my walk now. And so even though it's a quick clip note, that is how I started to really heal certain wounds and recognize how things were put into place for me to stay stuck. And instead of seeking things and people and places and guidance outside of me, I only went to the divine. I meditated every day with Mother Earth, with every element there was. And I got the downloads that I needed to continue this healing journey, to continue to figure out ways to heal myself without seeking things outside of myself. I hope you're healthy and happy. I truly do, you guys. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't harm. Harm yourself or harm others. Have a great day.